This video is an extension of one I published 5 months ago regarding the strange coincidence of the year 5785 and Strong's Hebrew 5785, which is the Hebrew word or, which has the meaning of skin, hide, or leather. This is the word which occurs in Genesis 3 verse 21, where God provides clothes made from animal skins to cover the shame of Adam and Eve after they sinned. I have interpreted this to mean that we are in the last year of the age of grace when our sins are covered by the shedding of Christ's blood on the cross, just as the blood of animals was shed to make the covering for Adam and Eve. That year of 5785 ends at Rosh Hashanah or Feast of Trumpets in our month of September 2025. But there's more to this story. When I looked into the numbers following after 5785 in this sequence of years, the Strong's numbers paint a very clear picture of what is to come during the years of the 7-year tribulation. The first 3 years following the end of the church age would be the first half of the tribulation, and the 4th year would be the midpoint of the tribulation. Strong's Hebrew 5786 avar is the verb to make blind or to blind. This is exactly what God is going to do to those left behind after the rapture. 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 11 tells us that God will send them strong delusion by allowing the Antichrist to deceive them into believing the lie. Strong's Hebrew 5787 phora is the adjective of the word blind, and Strong's Hebrew 5788 ivaron is the noun form of blind, in other words blindness or those who are blind or broken. So, you can see the progression over 3 years of a blinding action or delusion which results in a condition of blindness or even brokenness. But what happens next in the year 5789 is explained by Strong's Hebrew 5789 ush. The one and only occurrence of that word in the Bible is Joel 3 verse 11. For context, I looked up Joel 3 to see what that passage was about. Wouldn't you know it, it's an end times passage, and it's about the time when God brings judgment on those who come against Israel. This seems to be a parallel passage to Ezekiel 38 where God puts a hook into Gog's jaw and brings him down with his forces into the land of Israel in order to destroy them. The word ush has the meaning hasten and assemble yourselves. It's almost like God is saying, get a move on, people. You want to fight, let's fight. This is the point, right in the middle of the tribulation when the entire world has been deceived and the Antichrist has entered the temple declaring himself to be God. And this is the time called the abomination of desolation when Jesus warns those who are in Judea to flee, because this will be the worst time in the history of the world. I think I am going to break this video into 2 parts and go into the second half of the tribulation in the next video, but suffice it to say that so far, we have seen a perfect match between the Strong's Hebrew numbers and the years 5785, 5786, 5787, 5788, and 5789. I didn't actually recognize the significance of 5789 until I sat down to make this video this morning and studied it out. Mind-blowing stuff. If you would like to like, comment, share, subscribe, comment, etc., please do so, and if the Lord doesn't tarry, see you on the other side.